Welcome back, everyone. Hawkins with you again, and we're back for some more Surviving Mars. Not sure if we're going to survive. This is our 1075% difficulty rating. We are at episode
Sector
15.
scan.
We are 17 hours away from a cold wave. We have a catastrophic shortage of viable Oh, there we just had a baby born. All right. Okay, so hold on. Let's do some math. We'll get to that math in a second. We're barely creeping along with anything. Before we get started, if you're enjoying the series, please hit that like button. It helps me out. And if you haven't already joined the clan, hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more great content. The electronics factory is offline. It's unstaffed. Polymers factory has 2 potential staff, but only 1 working. The small machine parts factory has 2 staff of 4 possible. The metals extractor has 4 staff, and the farm has 1. And I think that's it for staff. Oh no, we got our medical staff. So, yep, pretty bad, pretty darn bad. We have well, there's really nothing we can do at this point, because everybody is just not going to be able to do anything. I don't know what we do here. Let's switch some things around here. Let's switch this guy to first shift only. Shut that off. You might as well shuffle up. Doesn't really matter. You're on first, you're on second. Just kind of diversifying the workload. First and second. And then what would we do? Then any other staff would go to... What open slots do we have? 1 there. 2 there, sorry. 2 there, but that's low priority. I should just shut the spacebar off. It really doesn't matter. Polymers factory, we can hold 1 more. To be honest, 1 person is better than we can hope at this point. If we could get 2 into the electronics factory, that would be awesome. If we get 1 into the electronics factory, that would be awesome. Problem is our people are senioring out so darn fast. We're now up to 14 seniors. You're going to be expelled. Are you moving across? There you go. I think you just moved. Yep. You know, 14 seniors living over here. They're coming over for the services, which is just consuming our medical services, which we can't fix because we have no housing, no staffing for anything. Bottom line is, we'd be dead already if we didn't have the service bots, for sure. Oh, wait. So, staffing, or hours. What I'm thinking of wondering is, if our average comfort in this dome, 67, so we should be getting 37 units per hour towards our, what's it called? Towards our next baby, right? That was the calculation discussion we had last time about how the baby count works. Getting more courage has layers.
It takes more than bravery to be a pioneer of the Martian frontier. Or at least it should.
They face uncertainty, which no human has faced before. Ilov Sandberg, on the other hand, albeit a pioneer, doesn't seem especially brave and makes jumping in fright after seeing one's own shadow look like a normal thing. Oh, the coward. I thought it was a courage. No, they're a coward now. Courage is finite. Great. Now we got a coward trait. Ah, great. Alright. So 1,000 units for the baby divided by our rate of, say, 37. That's going to take 27 hours to make another baby, so we get 1 new baby per soul at this rate. That's a very slow rate of babies. I don't know how long it takes for somebody to live and grow old and die, but it's not a comfortable amount at this point. Renegades stole metals. Really? Is that absolutely essential of you to do? Why is this dome offline? We're not even in a cold wave. How are you possibly demanding... Oh, you're in a cold zone. Of course you are. That is enough to bring him online. If I drop you 1 tile, is that enough to drop your temperature? Yes, it is. Okay, so we can stop you from getting cold by turning this guy up all the way. Okay. Is there anything else that saves, power-wise? Not really, huh? Okay. Well, that's something. Just out of range. Might it have been better to bring this thing in? I don't know. See, we have 10 machine parts. We're not keeping up with our machine parts maintenance even. 5 hours and the cold wave hits, and everything that's not in a heat zone is going to get hit with a cost. Now, do we bring this rocket down? I don't know why we would. 1 more drone is not even going to be a factor at all. No, I don't want you to, no, I don't want you on the radar. Thank you. Why are you flashing at me? No, don't land. You're missing the point. I do not want you to land.
Resources are low.
Whatever you say or do not land. Our metals are dropping. This 3.6 isn't enough because these guys are probably wrong workplace specialization. Morale is low. You're a renegade. Our only the only person that could be productive is actually a renegade now. All right. Oh, we have some electronics. Did we get another body into the workforce? Not really. Child to youth, huh? Doesn't say how long until they become an adult, does it? Oh, souls on Mars 5. And this one? Souls on Mars 0. Okay, so I'm curious how many souls it takes before you become an adult. You are now... Let's tag you.
Resources are low.
Might as well do some research while we're here. We've used up another electronics. That must mean this is repaired. It is. And we are short on polymers. Who needs polymers, huh? Oh, you did. I forgot you online, didn't I? Yep, I sure did. Okay, is the cold wave hit yet? Yes. Remaining duration 5 souls. If I can shut you off. 12. If I can shut you off. 2. Just maintain the status quo, guys. You're still a child, 5 souls. You still only have 2 kids. Life supporting 2 domes? What just happened? Morning has broken. Okay. Which means all of these things went on. Some of these things went online. Okay. So you're gonna have to come back online. We're minus 43. Come on. Minus 43. Oh man. I don't know if we can power anything, let alone everything. Oh no, don't know. This vehicle. Salvage. That's going to give us a bit of metals and some polymers. I can then use those polymers to activate that. Can't activate that. Can bring you open. And you can open. Brings us up to minus 23. What is going to have to go off? Our water extractor? We can't let that freeze up. So you can go down a priority notch. You can go down a priority notch. Unfortunately, this has to be higher priority. What else? You already are down a priority notch. Okay, if that is offline, you don't have the polymers to maintain things. How long to clean to get this upgraded? Don't know. Aha! He is now an adult. How many? 6 souls. Okay, they've got to make it through 6 souls to get adulthood. So, if we can manage generating 1 adult per soul, just over, we need to basically hit 70 average comfort. That's 40 per soul, or per hour. So that is in 25 souls, if my math is correct, in 25 souls we get a new child, if those numbers are the way that it works. So we need to basically produce, goodbye, old fine truck that explored the world for us. We need to basically produce enough kids to outdo the ratio of senioring things. Now, we've lost a senior, which is fine. That's just, there's 12 of them there now. Soon going to be 13. We have an unemployed person? What? What? No? Not okay? Why do we have an unemployed person? Ooh. We have some polymers left. We could get 10 of the power needed. That has to stay going, and that has to stay going, and that have to stay going to maintain the costs. We can unlock that employment spot. That's amazing that we have an unemployed person. 9 renegades now. At least there's one of the renegades that died. We have a geologist and 2 medics. The rest are non-specialized. Our engineer's gone. No, you're a geologist, not engineer. Alright, thank you very much, Mr. Starkiller. Martian-born sexy. There you go. Greater increased birth rate. Okay. Greatly increased birth rate. Do sexies add to the number, then? Like, does a sexy person add maybe 5 or 10 per soul to the count? Is that how that works, or what? Is there a higher probability that they'll have... I don't know how that works. If it's just a straight-up math accumulation of points, then definitely having the night shift here is helpful, but procrastination at work is lazy. Wrong workplace, morale is 1. Yeah. If I open this up, select you, and say go to this spot, and I'm going to grab you, and I'm going to say go to work in that spot, and then we'll close that slot. There we go, right? Yes. You are now morale plus 14, so you're super good compared to her. Low on the electronics. We only have this one. It takes a long time to use up. These guys are producing 0.2 per soul. And hopefully that takes a lot of souls. Last service 16 hours ago. Yeah, that'll be no problem. This is so stressful. And I don't know. Like, we can go hours here and maybe not get anywhere. I don't know. We have the power just barely running at certain shifts. What shift? Are we in night shift yet? No, we're in afternoon shift. So this thing has to be countered by nothing else. You could go in second shift then. That would be better because your power would be used second shift rather than first. You don't have enough power though. I see. Nuts. What's using up the second shift power? You don't consume power. You're 10. And you're 4. And you're 18. Which confuses me. as to why we are not producing more. What runs second shift that is causing this trouble? I don't know. That seems to work, except for that is weird because this guy should be wrecking our power, but it's not. Yeah, see, that's not functional because you're not actually doing anything then. I don't quite get that. I would rather this on than that, I think. No, this. That's not enough power differential. Did we get the polymers for this? We did, which is why we're able to function again. Do I put another power system in? If I put another one of these in, it's going to use 2 of our machine parts. And, but it'll provide enough power that we stop dumping the polymers. Only necessary during the cold wave. Because we don't need to watch you anymore. I'm tempted to put in another heavy, large wind turbine. Don't taunt me with what's not available. How much water we have left? 1265. The door to summer. Your attention is required. Do you want to live forever? Apparently the client in Eternal Summer, clients of Eternal Summer, large cryonetic company? Is that cryogenic? No, cryonetic company intended to do so. Fearing that Earth could be destroyed by a cataclysm, the 10 richest customers of Eternal Summer have paid for a rocket to host their cryopods. It is launched towards Mars, where they are relying on your colony to resupply the cosmic arc. Effects. The Eternal Summer rocket will regularly ask for permission to land. If you resupply it, you will receive immediately $150 million upon launch. Refuse, it doesn't sound appealing. Accept, space is a harsh place. We wouldn't leave anyone alone. If we are oligarch, it will cost them extra, let's say triple. Or we won't ask for compensation. We'll do it for free. Accept and get no reward. I'll accept. Thank you. Oh, cargo request. Oh, come on. You said resupply. Come on. You said resupply. I'm thinking, refuel the rocket. Not put 20 electronics and 25 machine parts together. Who thought that would up? 150 million bucks? No, that's not at all worth it. That's utterly ridiculous. What, are you going to bring people? Like if you were dropping 10 colonists, maybe that would be worthwhile. But oh my goodness, what a dumb ratio. 25 electronics. Or 20 electronics and 25 machine parts, and I get 150 million? I could buy... what, 5? 5 machine parts with your 150 million? I can even buy 5 electronics with those. What is that? There's got to be something more to this Eternal Summer event, because that's just bizarre. Why would they ever do that? That's a really absurd concept. Like, no, I don't want to. There's no time I would ever want to do that, unless I'm like curious to flip the coin to see what they give it. That's bizarre. If anybody knows what that is, please do spoiler it, because that makes no sense to me. Inactive work. Right, that's fine. They're just gonna freeze. See, this is what I'm saying. How far are we into the night? Okay, we just switched day 6. We're now in the next shift. So that's how much we froze, 28%. by being offline for a shift. That is really bizarre. This is the thing. I do not quite understand that. I really don't understand that, actually. It's 50% of the way here. I mean, if I had known that you were going to request that ridiculous pile of resources, obviously I would have refused. Very obviously. What do we got here? We have 110 fuel. I'm gonna let you come down so you make sure that there's nowhere room for that rocket to auto land or something stupid like that. Alright, drone transportation load is heavy. That's fine. What are you unloading? Oh, no, you're loading up fuel. Rare metals, really? I mean, you got us one. Let's not export those. Let's let them put them in the machine, in where they belong in the factory. We don't have a lot of stored water. We really, really don't. We need to store water. We can't get rid of this. It's very barely trickling across here. I don't know how he's managing to keep it productive, but... Here. Here, Rocket. Have fun. That's just a ridiculous concept. An orbital cryopod sanctuary for the filthy rich. He needs 60 fuel, 20 electronics, 25 machine parts, and you actually think that I'm ever going to provide you that? Why would I ever want to do that? For 150 million. For 15 billion, maybe? Like, that's just dumb. Yeah, why? Why are this saying research is low? Yeah, in construction upgrades. Yeah, in construction sites. Nope, not gonna happen. Not gonna do it. We could send that back to Earth, but that would be silly. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Do we have another child yet? We should, but we don't. Should have another child coming online any second now. It's now 2 souls. And according to that math that I was doing, we should have been easily hitting another one by now. At least we're losing the senior count, and that's offsetting some of our it's offsetting some of the cost of services times. Maybe the infirmary's not busy now. No, it's full. It's always full. Every shift it's full. Okay. Says we're short of machine parts. This is the slow, gradual death mode. We have no electronics happening? Maybe not. No, we're slowly bleeding to death here. Why is there now only 5 machine parts? What did you use them on? Did you just repair everything? There's a lot of stuff being repaired.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Thanks. Oh, an anomaly. Well, that's wonderful. We'll get right on that. Alright. Don't know. Just gotta keep cruising on the timer here. Basically, we're waiting for some sort of lucky event or the kid population to boom in some way. There's no real other salvation. Oh, here it comes. There comes the end of all things. Ha! Oh, yeah. Thanks, Dust Devil. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4 you guys offline, and needs a repair. There's another machine part getting sucked up. Ah, leaks everywhere. Close. Close. What are we at for water and fuel now? Oh, you got ripped apart too. Oh, come on! Stop breaking everything. Really? Really? You're gonna swing back over just to hit us one more time? Once wasn't enough? Jeepers. Even shuts down my Sterling. Like, nothing shuts down a Sterling, but that did. The incomprehensible sadness of our pitiful demise. Our slow and painful, grueling death. Grinding to it. There we go. We had another child born. Ah, well. Every 2 souls we're getting one, it seems. Instead of every 1, which we should have had every 1. So those numbers aren't accurate. Because we've been sitting in the 66, 67 comfort range in this dome the whole time. And the threshold is 24/7 at 55%. And if it is the average comfort minus 30, we should be making 36 to 37 per soul. And 37 per soul times the 25 souls in a day gives us 925 per day, which means another 2 souls, 3 souls, or 3 hours. So 28 hours should give us... 28 hours should be enough to produce the another child. And that was definitely more like double that amount of time. Alright, well, I don't know if the... I've never had a slow, painful death in this game, so I'm wondering if you guys would prefer me to kind of play it out offline, see if we survive, bring you back in, if something interesting happens, sort of scenario, or what? Not enough power to run you. That's because these guys are disconnected. Leaks are under control, so let's oh, autosave. Let's fix that. We're at soul 73. 73. Yikes.
Resources are low.
Really? Polymers, water, and metals? Really? You shock and awe me, my friend. Shock and awe. We're +2 water. Why? How? How? Why are we +2 water? I don't think we've been able to get +2 in water before. What's offline? I don't know. You use 2, you use 2.4. That might be the difference. Huh. Alright. Water tower down here is frozen eternally. No life support, really? Why do we just lose power to that? Is that set as some sort of super low? No, it's set as highest priority. What's going on? How did you lose power? Like, anything else that should be going off. Everything and anything else should be going off. It is first shift, which means that should stay on, I suppose. See, why would that be on? Why is that powered? I need 16 power. Minus 17, okay. That's cleaned up, so let's activate that. Oh, is the power off to it? No. Minus 5. I mean... Is that drawing power? No. No. We've got 10 metals. We can start bringing some of these online. The ones that are not in desperate need of repair, at least. Let's go there. 3 of them online. Get the power back on. Okay. Birth rate. 7 men and 9 women wanting to have babies. Nobody's homeless.
Sector scanned.
Stop telling me about sectors that I'll never get to. 19 hours left in the cold wave. We've survived that. Our machine parts and maintenance is pretty much par. We're not producing polymers almost ever. We're not producing electronics almost ever. How many people we have in that dome and this dome? We now have... Wait, why is that dome not tagged anymore? We have 27 people. We could fit them all in this dome. Our population is actually depleted enough that we could actually have them all over here. Okay, let's change this filter. Let's allow seniors here. And let's shut off this dome. What is this dome providing other than that? That's a big deal, actually. I'm not sure. Relaxation, exercise, and playing is happening there, but one person there, one there, there's one there. We've gotten rid of that one. We basically have 3 spots for them to play in until decommission protocol happens, which is way the heck down the line. No, actually it's not. How close is decommission? It wasn't even started, okay. But this micro thing is great, except for it's going to take 25 metals, 25 concrete, and 10 polymers. It's great, it'll replace the infirmary and it takes the same number of staff. Right? Yeah, 3 staff. I think we have to shut this dome down. No. Don't dismantle it. That'd be horrible. Don't do that. Shut this dome right off. Not sure if any of you have pointed that out to me yet, but you totally can. We're decommissioning Silverberg Dome. Homeless. No, don't be homeless. Get in the other dome. Get out of here. Run. Don't be homeless. Leave the dome. Leave the dome. Please. Okay, we have any residents still here? Peoples. Peoples, where is you? Where is you, peoples? Let's see. Let's find them. Let's find our colonists. Don't care about able to work. Okay. Seniors and children can't be assigned to work. I don't want you to be assigned to work. I want you to be assigned to a home. I want you to assign to a building. This building. A living quarters. Alright, that's fine. You're insane. I think that's what that is. Yep, that's you being insane. No residents left over here. Good. We can leave this thing for future reference, and it will let power through. So that's something. Services gets through. That's helpful. That'll save us some water and some oxygen and a lot of power. So I can actually draw this down as well. I think like that. That again drops a bunch more power demand down. Close those. Okay. How are we doing in staffing here? Colonists 25 of 30. There's another one. Aha! Ha ha ha. Did we just... No, we didn't. That was just somebody else moving over, apparently. They just got there, I guess. Vacant residence slots. New planetary anomalies. Okay. RC Explorer. Dang it. We dismantled it. This is the other new one. And additional inventory, 6 drones. Yeah, absolutely. Send expedition. Go. We're going to know about this one in the next episode because we got to put in a cut here. We're running way over time. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. It's been a stress and a slightly depressing, stressful time. Hopefully you guys are still enjoying and rooting for us. I don't know if you guys have given up on it. Let me know in the comments, and we'll see you in game.